placed Navi there as well.
Yes, indeed. We've had some great matches already. And, oh, looks like we already got the match on the way. So here we go. First attack, MS Esports versus Badzinger. This is the second matchup in the lower bracket. So also an elimination match here. Whoever loses this one, gonna be going home. Whoever wins, moving on to tomorrow. And Tryhard with the first attack for MS Esports. Coming in with little Queen charge, Hog Rider action, and his Queen just barely getting through that monolith without going to ability.
Yeah, how did that Queen make it through? That is quite amazing. I mean, she's still pushing out there towards that left-hand side, and the King's coming in there as well, just to make sure that the Queen can get the pathing that she needs. We've also got that jump spell here, which is quite interesting, the way that Tryhard has deployed it, just to make sure that the Queen does go into this Town Hall compartment. What do you think about the healers, though, in range of that Town Hall? It worries me maybe a little bit. I mean, she's clearing up still in this compartment. We're raging her up there now, but...
He's definitely going to be freezing this Town Hall to keep the healers alive. I think the reason he's using the jump spell like this is he doesn't want the Queen to walk into the Giga Poison here after taking the Town Hall out. He's hoping she takes the jump spell again and goes straight for this left Inferno Tower. Let's see if that's exactly what she does. It is. Look at that.
Yeah, and that ability going off here. I think she is just in range of that Giga Poison, though, but regardless, she pushes through with her ability and gets that multi-inferno down. She's taking quite a bit of damage here, though, and will go down. And in the meanwhile, we've already got those holes coming through that north-hand side. We've already used the Warden ability, which means we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage there from that right-hand side. And we've also still got that enemy Queen still standing there on that right-hand side.
The invisible headhunter. Oh, it dies to a trap. He tried to use a headhunter with an invis spell. It kind of worked, but the bombs took it out. The champion goes down. Can he still get through this? Look at the Yeti Mite sniping the multi. But now it's just Warden versus the Scatter, and unfortunately, I think Scattershot wins.
Yeah, unfortunate for that one. The Queen charge was pretty nice. We got some really nice value. I still don't know how she made it through without forcing the ability there. Very risky, but the jump spell, as you said, was really nice there, just to make sure she gets the defenses down that Tryhard wanted to, but that final compartment was just a little bit too much to push through here, though. But again, we're making it into the 90s, which is nice, but we'll see what happens with the ETX Badzinger.
Yeah, and this is the exact same storyline we saw earlier today from MS Esports. They're always able to get, 90% or above, but they need to start hitting some 3 stars, or else they might just get eliminated from this tournament. We saw them get 91, 91, 95, etc. earlier today, but only finishing with 11 stars cost them everything in the end.
Yeah, it is a bit problematic when you just don't have enough power to push through, and Kadil's coming in with some more Hogs here as well. Is he going to show MS Esports how it gets done? Well, she'll see. I mean, Kadil's pretty well known for his hybrid attack, so he knows how those Hogs work, and we've got the healers there as well to get that Queen charge going. And where do you think we're going to start this one off?
Another interesting looking box base with the 2 Rage Towers here. He's dropping Queen on the left side. And with some rocket balloons sniping the air defense and a baby dragon, I think this battle blimp is going to be meant for the Inferno Tower and the early CC pool. In combination with the Rage spell, he should be able to get all of that. Then you're going to see Queen in toward the Scattershot compartment. And with 4 wall breakers, he's definitely trying to get her all the way to the Town Hall.
Yeah, we cleared out that compartment nicely, and Poison Spell now deployed there as well. We can actually get some of those Clan Castle troops under the poison, as well as the Queen, which is going to help speed her up there as we start to go for that Scattershot compartment. And we're already about a minute there into the attack, and 20% in, and another wall break, and not exactly a successful wall break here, but we do still have 3 more that we can use to help that Queen charge out. The King's gonna cut off the Queen, make sure that we do go into this Scattershot compartment. The King's gonna actually trail around the north-hand side there and get some more value there on the outskirts of the base.
Yep, here comes the next wall breaker, targeting that bomb tower compartment and making it all the way, which is beautiful. But now, this next wall breaker not targeting a good wall. He's going to have to be careful with this last one. And boom, look at that. I think it targeted the perfect wall. Going to give Queen access to the Town Hall. invisibility spell there. Queen takes out the monolith. She's got access to everything she needs. King on the top side might go down before getting the multi, but we're just going to have to focus on the hogs now coming in from the left side of the base.
Yeah, the King doesn't have enough power either just to get that multi-inferno down there. Would have been a really nice value if we got that down there. Queen's still pushing through. We've already got that warden ability active on all these hogs, as well as the world champion that is trying to get some additional value there. I think he still lost a lot of hogs though as we push for that scatter.
He did lose a lot of hogs, but he sent everything in early enough to where they sideswiped a lot of the defenses that were hitting the Queen from the scattershot compartment, and so the Queen still manages to stay alive. I think the timing here has worked out phenomenally for CWL. A couple extra hogs from the side, joining forces with the champion. The delayed ability from her, and look at the sunglasses he's rocking as he pumps his fists, and he knows he's got a 3-star in this match.
Yeah, Kadil giving ETX Badzinger the lead after the first round of attack. Love the celebration from Kadil. He's in the mood for victory here, and let's see if the rest of his teammates can meet that same level of hypeness as we push through, but they're in a really good position after the first round of attack.
Yeah, I love seeing the player cam like that, seeing them celebrate, even sometimes seeing their frustrations. It just adds so much value to watching what these pros are doing. Awesome stuff there from CWL, getting it done, rocking the funny glasses. And now the pressure is really on MS Esports. A lot of people consider this team, you know, top 3 in the world. They've got all this pressure on their shoulders, and now they're not winning this match. All the pressure on them. They got to start hitting some 3-stars to stay in it.
Yeah, they definitely have to come in with a triple here on this one. And we've got, oh, look, Lex, we've got a bunch of sneaky goblins. So looks like Synthé is going to be using those sneaky goblins for that town hall. We've also got the double bat and some skeletons and a bunch of invisibilities, which means Synthé is coming in with a skelly bat donut here in the core of Kadil's base. And we're going to be clearing out both of these infernos as well as the clan castle off of this base.
Wow, look at that. He is just one of the best in the world at Skelly Donut. Just absolutely perfect with those invisibility spells, getting both Inferno Towers. And pre-triggering both these Rage Towers might actually help a ton here. If that left Rage Tower can expire before King gets in for the scatter shot, that would be ideal. There it does expire. Does King stay inside? He does. Look, King might get the scatter. Ooh, I might have jinxed him though with all those Skelly traps popping.
Yeah, well, a few of them do redirect after he gets a revive, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get that scatter shot down, and the World Champion's starting to clear up around the outside. She should be able to go for the scatter shot in there, as well as that Phoenix is actually helping us out to distract it there, and I think they still uses that invisibility to protect the World Champion to get that down as she slowly makes her way for the Eagle Artillery, and the Queen's making her way into that Town Hall compartment, and we've already tested for traps and those sneaky goblins coming in, and the perfectly placed invisibility spell will secure that star on the board.
Yeah, and look at this style of Lalo that Cynthia does. Comes in at the side, pops the Warden ability immediately so the balloons can get through the first layers, take out the enemy Archer Queen and that scatter shot while all the balloons are still at full health. Notice how he clipped both Lava Hounds in that Warden ability, and they each went to a different air defense, and now both of them are still alive. It makes such a difference, those little tiny details like that, but I mean, this is absolutely crushed. He doesn't even need that last free spell, I don't think. He's got lots of different groups of balloons, and there's only like 4 defenses left.
Yeah, these balloons do have to get that Warden statue down there, so we're resting that freeze there, but there are a bunch of pups there that could have potentially tanked that, even if we didn't have that final free spell at hand. And we only on cleanup duty now, and that final wizard tower there on the northern side goes down, and there's a bunch of storages, but over 30 seconds remaining and only 4 buildings there on the left hand side, and Synthé is coming in with yet another triple for his team and putting them in a good position, and they really need to hope for a defense now if they want to call it even on stars.
Yes, another beautiful attack from Cynthia. He was also the only member of his team to get a 3-star in their first matchup, so nice stuff from him today. Now he needs to rely on his teammates to help carry him through the rest of this match as well. We'll see if they are able to get those defenses. Like you said, if they can get a defense here, we're going to be all tied up, so this could get really interesting.
Yeah, it really could get interesting. I mean, both of these teams do have very good base builders at hand, and if you look at the statistics there, I mean, we had the 90% from MS coming in, which is good percentage, but that means that if Badzinger do fail, it really has to push towards that back end and get as many buildings down as possible.
Yeah, I have a feeling percent might really matter in this matchup. I mean, we'll see. Stars always do come first, but both these teams going to be battling and getting high percentage attacks. We'll see if it ends up coming into play in the end, but it all starts with this next attack from Badzinger. They got the early triple. Can they keep the triple train going, or are they going to slip up? I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, we had the previous match, which was quite full of triples, and let's see if they're bringing it again on this one. I mean, 3 attacks in, 2 triples already. So, I mean, these teams, they know how to get it done. And let's see if Dima can do it here as well for ETX Badzinger. We have got the double clone at hand ready for... We're going to have a Super Archer clone blimp, possibly.
It might be. It'd be the first Super Archer clone blimp we've seen all day. This sweeper going to cause some problems for the battle blimp. Hits it once, and then he goes with a free spell. Blimp no longer invincible. Makes it all the way over the walls, though. Perfect placement for the blimp. It is indeed the Super Archers with the double clone, with the invisibility, with the rage spell. Now it's just about dropping the rest of those invises at the perfect time, counting to 4, then dropping the next one. 1 spell left. Look at all this value he's getting in the middle of the base.
We're even going to get that south end side Inferno down, which is huge value. A lot of the time we see like Super Barbarians to clear up on this one, because when you have a Lalo, you don't have any spells to help us out here. But I mean, we can get some really nice value with these heroes because all these walls are open, so we can trail around the outside here and also get that scatter shot down there on the 1 o'clock side before wrapping all the way around. And if the Queen makes it all the way, she could even reach over for that multi-Inferno, but as we said, there's no spells to support these heroes.
Yeah, incredible value from the Super Archer blimp. Just absolutely obliterated the middle of the base. But like you mentioned there, the downside of this opener is you don't have any spell support whatsoever. Not even 1 free spell to help any of your heroes in case they get targeted by something that you don't want targeting them. But he's got the King and Queen moving along the top side of the base, and he's going to go ahead and start this Lalo without any Warden support early from the bottom side, and even utilizing the Royal Champion to help them out.
Yeah, that Hound's going to pop early, freezing this air defense on that southern side, and we also had a nice freeze there on the north just to help those heroes out a little bit. And as we said, the Queen makes it all the way through here. King's clearing up around the outside, and we should hopefully get that multi-Inferno down with the Queen, and these loons make it directly over the scatter shot, taking that down, and the Raw Champion still has her ability here as well. Cleanup is everywhere around the base to get those last few fluff buildings down, and Queen ability gets set off here by Dima, and those last few defenses go down, and look how many loons are still remaining. Didn't even need that Royal Champion ability. Absolutely crushed hit. Beautiful Super Archer clone blimp. Beautiful, I want to say hero dive, but it was a hero cleanup around the north-hand side, and that beautifully executed Lalo there with the Royal Champion just to pull through with a triple there for his team.
A perfect example of how strong that attack strategy can be when nothing goes wrong. Just a perfect plan, perfect patience from Dima, doing everything appropriately, dropping the invis spells a perfect 4 seconds apart from each other. Nice plan with the King Queen, funneling them into the scatter shot, and a very well executed Lalo from the other side of the base. I mean, the Lava Hounds, the balloons, all dropped perfect amount for each defense. Can't complain. Not a single mistake there.
Yeah, it was really, really nicely executed there from Dima. Again, those Super Archer clone blimps. The one thing was that it got knocked back, but it didn't even matter. It landed exactly where it needed to get all those major defenses down and make sure that it came through with a triple. I mean, they're in a good position now. They still have that 1-star lead going into the third round of attacks.
Yeah, exactly. All the pressure right back on the MS Esports. They got to be feeling the pressure. They got to be, you know, mentally feeling a little iffy right here. But if they hit this next 3-star, again, I think that's going to help boost the confidence, maybe get them back into gear, rolling through the last few attacks.
Yeah, definitely. I think another triple. I mean, it's still so early on. I mean, only 2 attacks in each. MS could still sway it back in their favor. They just need to make sure they stay up there with those triples. As you mentioned before, they were in those high 90s, just missed a little bit of oomph to get that triple on the board there. So if they get these triples in, they will be in a better position than in their previous ones.
Yes, exactly. And so we'll just have to wait and see what they're going to be able to do with the next attack. We might be having a little bit of a spectator issue here. I'm not sure if the next attack is in or not, but as soon as we can see it, we will show you guys. But yeah, I mean, this match just full of great attackers here, and it's going to come down to pressure. It might come down to the last few attacks, seeing what kind of strategies they pull out and who's going to be able to get those 3 stars under the pressure and who's going to slip up.
Yeah, I mean, already having that 1-star lead from Badzinger is really nice to have so early on, but base builders play a big part in the wars. I mean, Town Hall 15 is very, very different to Town Hall 14, and I think this is where the base builders, they do get to show their faces a little bit more there in these wars, because you can really, really see when a base has been planned out perfectly for their opponents as well.
Yeah, exactly. And base building is so important now at Town Hall 15. We've been seeing just a million different styles of box bases with all the Rage Tower combinations. And we've seen a lot of different ways to break these bases down, but I'm surprised we still haven't found, you know, a very consistent attack style that's able to beat all these box bases. I feel like the only one we're starting to see emerge lately is maybe like the sort of Queen Walk recall dragons that we've been seeing a lot of the times against these box bases. But even then, it doesn't work every single time.
Yeah, I think the main reason why people also, I mean, for me, I think it is the Super Archer Clone Blimp is insane. It does a lot of value, but also there's a lot of risk doing these attacks. And I feel like because people manage to figure out how to do these attacks on the ring bases, this is probably why we're not seeing that, because they get a lot of value in a lot of compact compartments, and the ring bases have that really tight core. And let's see what's happening on this one now. Kingsman, we do finally manage to see the end of this attack here for MS Esports. What did we have? It might have been some more Electro Titans with some Super Bowlers, but no zaps on this one.
Yeah, looks like that Super Bowler attack for Kingsman. Trying to see what the plan was. I think he had a Flame Flinger on the right side of the base, probably a Warden Walk on the north side of the base. That jump spell just expired on the northeast side, but this one going to fall short here at 81%. Not ideal for MS Esports, as they were really looking for a 3-star here to get back in this match. So Badzinger got to be feeling good about that defense, as they are still 2 for 2 on offense.
Yeah, being 2 for 2 so early on is nice. And they could go and get that additional star now in their favor if they come through with another triple on this one. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. Unfortunately, we missed a little bit on that one. It's quite unfortunate to see Kingsman fail that one. He does like his Electro Titan, so it is interesting to see what, unfortunately, he didn't pay out there in that attack.
Yeah, he has been doing a lot of Electro Titans and Smash attacks in general lately. I do kind of miss the old Kingsman that did a lot of Lalo attacks. I feel like he hasn't done that much lately. I really wish he'd bring it back sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he used to have a little bit more variety, but I think the Electro Titans, they're just a new troop, and hype was there, and he managed to figure out a way to use them to his advantage and get them in so smoothly, and he's been just keeping up with that, and I think that's nice to see there also. We've got Kureshi up with the next attack for Badzinger. Again, we got some more Super Bowlers with Electro Titan as support. The Electro Titan, see how we use that, since the aura is very, very valuable to get the Clan Castle troops down or any potential traps. And I've already got that Warden Walk on the north hand side, and A bit of funneling there on the 2 o'clock side there as well. Just to get some nice value and funding probably into that scatter shot compartment.
Yeah, nice, easy baby dragon funnel. It doesn't even seem like there's going to be any Teslas in that dead zone in front of the scatter. So as soon as the Warden grabs this gold storage, he should be ready to rock and roll with the Queen and the bowlers making their way in toward that scatter shot. Jump spell already giving them access to everything except the Town Hall. But I think that's exactly what the battle blimp is meant for. King, Frosty, Witch or two from the right side of the base to help support. And here we go, moving our way into the middle.
Yeah, that jump spell connecting that Eagle Artillery is nice value, and as you said, the blimp going through, getting that Town Hall down is also nice because we can avoid all that damage there on these bowlers as we push through, and we got a lot of freeze value in here as well from these ice columns, and the King's still on cleanup around the outside of the base there with that Witch there just to help push through and get some more value around the outskirts. We do have to invest in invisibility in here. There's also a bunch of traps on these healers as we try and go for that multi-inferno, and we still have that Royal Champion at hand.
Yeah, that Expo on the upper side of the base was just hammering away at the Warden and the Queen for the longest time. He sends in some rocket balloons to help take it out. We finally get out of range of it, but it goes down as well. One bowler still left alive there. We freeze the scatter shot, trying to get through it with that bowler, and the healer's gonna help out. We will get through the scatter shot. Still got the Royal Champion, the Warden, and a Witch along the outside, but there's a lot of defenses still to get through. We might be looking at the first defense for MS Esports.
Yeah, there's that Royal Champion ability. Chains off, but it's not enough to get that Expo down. It does get stunned here, however, from the Diggy, and the healers trying to keep everything alive as we push through, but Royal Champion's going to go down to these hidden Teslas. We do have that enemy King still there, as well as that Warden statue. Oh, we're cutting it close. I don't know if this is going to push through. I mean, the bowler's got decent health as well. Remember that the bowler bounce can get some additional value on the back-end defenses behind whatever it is targeting. 20 seconds, though, on the clock.
Is so close, but I have a feeling it just barely might not get it. The bowler trying to bounce. The King is going to distract. The multi able to start hitting everything at once. Down goes the bowler, down goes the Warden, and Badzinger just barely going to fall short on this attack. 95%. Very nice effort, but this does finally open the door for MS Esports. Gives them another chance to get right back in this match.
Yeah, definitely. It could be the turnover point here for MS Esports if they come in strong with their next attack. They need a triple on the board since Badzinger already had the 2 nice triples that they had already, and that's really high percentage 2-star. I mean, and we are falling a little bit behind on percentage maybe, which might be a little bit of a problem later on, depending on if the stars are equaled out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anything's open now. MS Esports could come in with a couple triples, really turn this thing around. It's going to come down to, you know, maybe Badzinger's last few attackers. Can they get 3 stars and close it out? If they don't, MS Esports have a solid chance of winning this match still, but it all starts with Amo Ali's attack here, and we get to play our favorite game, Coco. I think it's your turn with the recall spell.
Oh no, here we go with more recall. I mean, both of the sweepers again are facing towards the left-hand side. My gut is saying, okay, if it was me, I would have probably cleared out on the north-hand side and gone directly into the Town Hall compartment, but it seems to be that they never do that. So maybe we pull the Queen down towards the south-hand side. There's a lot of power down there, but if she does get recalled to the south-hand side, she could also go for the Eagle Artillery area and clean up pretty nicely. And at the moment, we got the funnel already set there for the Queen, and she can already go get that scatter shot. So we're actually clearing out so much off of this right-hand side already before even recalling the Queen.
Yeah, he's investing a lot into that Queen. Wants her to get all the way through the scatter shot. But look at that.
Yes!
You're right. He still dropped her down on the south side. Nice. Now, I am curious where he's going to send these dragons. I think he's just going to spam them directly into this ground targeting Expo. Yep, looks like I might be right.
Yeah, we've got a few Cocolins in there. We've got that Stone Slammer as well, which is going to help clear out some of those buildings on the right-hand side of the Town Hall. And all these super dragons followed by the warden as well as they approach the town hall area, and the queen's still making her way through that eagle artillery area, and as we said, there's a lot of damage in here, so that skeleton spell is going to try to alleviate some of that pressure off the queen, and that warden ability going off here as well to protect all these super dragons that are still up here in the core of Envy's base.
Yeah, the super dragons able to get through the town hall, able to take off the CC building, so we don't got to worry about ice golems or anything else coming out. That's nice. The dragon's still getting a little bit extra value. Now, he is sending the champion early from the top side of the base by herself. She's going to clear out a lot of defenses up there, and then we're just going to have to finish on this left side Inferno Tower scattershot section. Without any wall breakers, though, Queen won't be able to reach that multi, and we might lose the healers.
Yeah, we're going to have to force that queen ability here, which redirects the scatter shot onto that royal champion, and a bunch more traps slowing that royal champion down here as well. And the queen's so low, and the king's already had his revive, and unfortunately no more heroes will be remaining here on the left-hand side, which means it's all up to that last few dragons. But the Phoenix and the Diggy single-handedly there take down the scatter shots, but there's only 15 seconds on the clock.
11 seconds to go. The dragons, the Phoenix and the Owl both die, and the dragons are not able to splash the Tesla. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a 99. No, the 98. And again, the storyline for MS Esports continues today. Close attack after close attack, but they're just not hitting the 3 stars.
Yeah, it's so heartbreaking to see because, they're so close, but they're just not enough to get that extra star, and that's what they really, really need at the position that they're in right now. And it was a really nice attack there, and I really like that we used the queen to recall through the eagle artillery as well. We did have the king to support the queen there as well. I mean, we pushed through pretty nicely with the dragons. Maybe if we didn't get one split off towards the northern side, or maybe if we used the royal champion at a different spot, who knows how it would have panned out.
Yeah, interesting to see. I'm trying to think if there was any way he could have just saved a few seconds. But I think, he recalled that queen as soon as she got the scatter shot. Maybe he just needed some extra cleanup on the top side or something just to keep the queen alive a little bit longer. Maybe a wall breaker to give her access to that Inferno. But here we go with the next attack. BN from Badzinger with a lot of lightning spells, taking out that eagle artillery early, and more super dragons.
Yeah, for that additional eagle artillery to go down, you need to bring that one extra zap, I'm pretty sure, which means there's one extra spell to use with these heroes or the super dragons. And super dragons do have quite a bit of push to go through some defenses, and we've already got some funneling there on that left-hand side, as well as cleanup on the north there after having some rocket loons sniping off some of those defenses.
Yeah, you can already see the funneling shaping up quite nicely on the upper to right side as well as the left side. So now he can send all the dragons on the northwest, go through the queen, go through the scatter shot, and they've got nowhere else to go but toward the middle of the base, it would seem like.
Yeah, that one ability on the super dragons early, protecting them from the scatter shot, but also that blimp that doesn't have to worry about any potential traps making it all the way through. There are traps surrounding the town hall, though, however, but is it going to be... Oh, I thought it would be enough.
The town hall stayed up? Oh no, I do feel like he dropped that rage spell a second late. The first balloons got a drop off that wasn't raged up, and this might cost him big time. Does he have any more free spells? No, he doesn't. Does he dare invis dragons? No, he won't. Oh, this is a big problem, Coco.
It definitely is a bit of a problem. We still got that royal champion and an invisibility spell, and that one builder help will pull the royal champion towards that town hall, but the clan castle troops still remain. The invisibility spell perfectly in time, though, but is it going to be enough to get the town hall down? Everything's hitting the royal champion pretty hard now. They redirect back to the royal champion. The royal champion ability goes off and secures the town hall here for BN.
Wow, that was really close. The champion almost did not get that town hall, but luckily she did for BN. But still, it's going to be not the best percent. I think MS might have... Well, actually, I'm not sure if they'll have the better percent after this, but The door is open once again. I said it after the last Badzinger attack, and they've got another chance here now. MS are still in this. Badzinger seem to be trying to give MS a chance. So will MS finally take advantage of that chance and hit some more 3 stars?
I mean, definitely, it's still doable. They just really need defense as well as that triple. I think Badzinger had 2 triples so far. MS had 1, so if they get another triple on the board, it might just pan out to percentage. So we'll have to take a look at those stats to see who might be in favor of the percentage going in their favor.
Exactly. I think Badzinger's still with the advantage for now, but MS, you know, all they gotta do is hit this triple, and mentalities will shift. Confidence will shift. All of a sudden, going into just the last couple attacks of the match, they've got a real shot to swing this their way.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it really is doable. And as you can see, it does come down to the last attack and the stats on the board. We got 10 stars for Badzinger and 9 stars for MS Esports. And the percentage is pretty close, 95.4 to 73.8.
I think it's an 8 building difference, not a lot.
Definitely not a lot. As you can see, cleanup makes the difference, and a triple on the board for MS Esports. That'll put them in the best position possible. Let's see what we've got for that attack. We've got that coming in right now here from Ariam on Dima's base, and we have got a double cloned up blimp as we pass over a big chunk of the base, flying all the way through towards the core of the base, dropping that, neighboring all of those infernos. We got those super archers that are going to be cloned up in here and raised up to do so much damage in the core of Dima's base, securing that town hall. And since we're investing a lot of spells here, we've also got that double hound to help push through, and look how much value we're getting. We still have yet to get that town hall down though, and this is the final invisibility, which leaves us just with 1 scatter shot and the monolith still standing.
Oh. And able to get that left X-bow on the left side of the town hall at the last second. That is incredible value. Just like Dima's blimp earlier, the Super Archer double clone blimp here just absolutely melts the middle of the base. Now it just comes down to having some decent value with his heroes and dropping this Lalo in such a way that it just perfectly takes all the defenses one at a time, because we got no spell support as we move around the outside.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tough one when you do a Super Archer clone them, because having no spell support, especially with a Lalo, can be quite tough. So Ariam has identified that and is trying to counter that by bringing the double Ice Hounds in here. So when they do pop, it will be able to stun and freeze those defenses for his loons to clear out the remainder of the base. And here we go already, again, as we said, with no spells and no warden either now. And we got that monolith, which will be frozen here around those hidden tasses. That is a beautiful freeze coming in, and the second one will be popping open on that southern side. I don't think it'll reach the scatter shot though. However, we're still pushing through pretty nicely, and Queen still has her ability as well as the Royal Champion.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's great that he was able to bring a second Ice Hound to help out on this one. Tons of balloons collapsing in on that final X-bow, on the scatter shot. Headhunters for the enemy Royal Champion do die early, but he still has a couple minions and his own Royal Champion to take her out. The Queen ability swagged, and it's finally a crushed base for MS Esports, and that's exactly what they needed. They might just be right back in this match now.
This is exactly what MS needed, and they've got that triple on the board. They've got 2 triples now, and Badzinger have 2 triples as well, which means MS really need to hope for a defense on this one now if they want to stay there and go through to the next round. We'll see what happens. I mean, what a beautiful Super Archer clone blimp, and I love the double hound on that one. The double Ice Hound was pretty nice.
Yeah, when you don't have a whole lot of spells, in fact, 0 to use with the Lalo, having 2 Ice Hounds basically is like giving you 2 free spells. So, I mean, that's one way to counter the no spell follow-up on that attack. Just beautifully executed right there from MS Esports. And this whole match now might just come down to this next attack right here. In fact, it is the last attack of the match. They were down by 8 buildings, so a 92% 2-star right here would give us a perfect tie. So Badzinger are looking for a 93 or better to win it. All the pressure on the final attacker of Badzinger. This is what we love to see. It comes down to the final attack. I am excited.
It is so much pressure going into that last attack, knowing it has to be higher than a 93 for the victory. I don't know how I would deal with it, but let's see if Badzinger managed to keep their cool and play it through and take the victory or not in the next attack coming in. Let's see.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's got to be scary. I mean, that last attacker got to be a little nervous, got to be shaking right now. It's going to be in D, the final attacker. Oh boy, and he's doing a skelly donut when his hands might be shaking from nervousness. Let's see. He's going for the CC building. He's going for the monolith. So far, perfect invisibility drops. Third one is in. I feel like he's dropping them kind of fast. There's the fourth one, and gets the CC and the monolith. Wow, perfect start.
Yeah, nicely done there, clearing that out pretty nicely. May have been a little bit quickly, as you mentioned, but under the pressure that you're in, still getting it done is the value that we need there on the core of the base. And we've got that king already starting off on that southern side, as well as the queen here. And we've already sent in wall breakers here for that scatter shot compartment, so the queen can go get that major defense down. There also is the enemy queen here, so ND has brought that ice golem just to help a little bit more in that left-hand side area, whilst forcing that king ability here. There is going to be a lot of damage coming in from these expos as well, so Phoenix does get a revive, and we're distracted by some of those traps. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that eagle artillery down, Legs.
Yeah, that eagle staying up for now. Queen popping ability to get the enemy queen and the scatter shot on the left. He's waiting for this rage tower to expire, and then I'm guessing Royal Champion or Slammer are going to go toward that multi. If he had a battle drill, well, no, maybe the battle drill is not a good idea with those ground expos. He is going to send the Slammer to the eagle, and he's got to do the Lalo into the town hall. This might not be the easiest Lalo.
Yeah, it's always very tough to go directly into that town hall. I mean, you don't have to worry about the sweepers, however, so that's at least in favor of ND now, but that town hall isn't active just yet, which means we're going to go for the neighboring defenses and freezing the town hall yet again. And we found so many traps in this compartment, and there's only a few loons remaining.
Ooh, one more free spill. I think he's okay. Gets the town hall, but he loses every single balloon. He needs the 93% here. Royal Champion on the right side. One more balloon at 3 o'clock. Get that Archer Tower. Going to allow the minions to get some extra percentage points. He got through the enemy champion. Diggy stuns the scatter shot, but now his RC is getting distracted by all these skellies. Oh gosh, he might need to just ignore the core. Just go for that 93. You don't need a triple. RC takes the scatter shot. Warden, minions doing cleanup on the right side. Other minions doing cleanup on the other side. He might just have enough to squeak by.
Oh, these last few loons trying to go for this multi-inferno. More traps popping up. We're at 90%. Those loons on the left-hand side, however, will get the wizard tower down, and the 93% is secured. And if the calculations are correct, this will be in favor of Badzinger at the very end here.
Oh my gosh, we might need them to double check our math, but I think this is a one building win for Badzinger. It is. Look at this. Winner. Badzinger eliminating MS Esports from the tournament early.